What, my lovers? It's MJ from Ultra Love TV. Happy to be here with you guys. So I'm just going to do a little daily reading for fun and perhaps from some divine guidance and loving clarity. I'm having a hard time talking today, and that's okay. So let's crack on with the reading, shall we? I do intuitive tarot, so that means I'm just listening to the good old intuish and drawing cards and listening. So it's true resonance vibratory. If you're resonating, then feel free to like, subscribe, comment. It's amazing to get to know you guys here online. And then yeah, if you're feeling prompted to book a private reading, feel free to do so. I guess like a little disclaimer around tarot, like tarot is not like a psychic thing at all. It's a lot more, I would say, pretty straightforward. I've had some sort of not very nice comments from people about how tarot is like the devil's work, or that tarot is somehow like worshiping the devil, which I get. Like there's this sort of religious dogmatic projection of certain things, occult things usually, and a lot. I mean, in fairness, I've had different people in different, again, dogmatic religious institutions not want any yoga classes going on in their institution because, according to some people's belief, these things are like the opposite of what they believe is good and holy and wonderful. And having received some attacks from people, I'm talking like on text and stuff, like messages attacking the work I do. It really does kind of make me sad, because I realize like, oh, because the way I interpret a lot of the religious messaging is, to me, from a place of love and compassion, and like my intention with the cards is to offer divine guidance and love and clarity, because we're all on this spiritual journey. And what the cards can do is help us assess the energy in our lives. You know, I have no doubt there's plenty of people with actual psychic ability. There are people, I'm sure, actually that speak to loved ones who have passed on. Tarot is not that. Nothing. I'm not psychic. I'm an intuitive. That just means like I'm really good at listening to myself, right? Listening to that. I consider the intuition like the divine intelligence, right? Like the part of us that is actually connected to everything. And so my intention with the reading is to offer you divine guidance and loving clarity. And if it's not what you're after, then don't book, and you don't. And that's like another thing about when any of us that put ourselves out there, when we receive like backlash that's really negative, you know, it can take a bit to process. And you know, when you can see with greater compassion, sometimes you can see maybe the mental illness in someone, or like, and it's also really important to know like things like the yoga, because I practice yoga and teach yoga, and the tarot, and especially now that I'm working more online, it's like there are plenty of us that are not equipped to deal with certain things. And you know, there might be certain issues where like, no, I'm not a psychotherapist, no, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a medical doctor, not, you know. And so something that I'm increasingly aware of, endeavoring to be as responsible as possible working online, is like, go see a doctor, you know, go see a medical professional, go, maybe you need to talk to a psychiatrist. The tarot is not going to help you with that thing. And yet, you know, depending on where we are on our journey, things like tarot can be useful, things like yoga can be useful. Is any one thing or one magic pill gonna transform your life and make everything pretty? Probably not. Ho ho! I'm still talking. I do talk. Oh, that card definitely wanted to come out. So let's crack on with the reading, shall we? And pull a few cards. Oh my god. Do you ever get that, guys? Do you ever have that feeling where you're like talking or doing something and you're actually annoying yourself? I'm so sorry. I don't mean to annoy you guys. Oh my god. Okay, so there's a double 4 Hanged Man. a judgment is coming in. There's some kind of rebalancing going on, I think, you guys, in your life. And for some of you, you're actually probably focusing on investing. You're looking at your pentacle. Because it's clear to me that you are deciding, you're like making this decision about what to do with your money and your love, for that matter. It's kind of connected, isn't it? Like how we're loving the life and the work that we do is often like reflected back to us by the ability to do well or succeed or make a certain amount of money, right? And so that's you know, I gotta say here with this energy, I'm feeling as though you guys, this is something coming in, because Hanged Man reverse, these double fours in the reverse is telling me that you're getting ready to make a move, like you and or because then you have the Seven of Pentacle, there's things that are brewing, right? There's like your little seedlings that you planted ages ago, they're beginning to sprout, or they're just about to sprout. Like you do know this, right? And so like there's things that are manifesting that you've been working on, that you've been intending. And ultimately, the Four of Cups there, I'm sort of feeling like, and healing. You know, like any of us, there's probably some people, places, or things that you're definitely wanting to let go of, because you're not going to manifest what you really, really want if you're just like sitting in the shit of your past, essentially. So, but the Hanged Man, oh, Heather, let me pull a clarity card. The Hanged Man is here. I just, for some reason, I thought it was in the reverse. It's not. It's in the upright. Okay, so yeah, the Hanged Man here is what we just said, except that slight difference. You're not quite moving forward yet. It's not quite manifest yet. The central theme here of what you're processing, what you're having to really like get grounded and real with, is like done and dusted. Right, this is what we've done before. This is not what we're going to do again. Or like, for example, and this is something I talked to the crew about today, like researching some investment potentials, looking at what is valuable to invest in. Maybe you want to invest in gold, maybe you want to invest in silver, maybe you want to invest in Bitcoin or cryptocurrency, right? But either way, I feel like the Hanged Man energy is you taking stock and even possibly doing a little bit of research about how to move your energy, because then you move your energy. Then you plant some seeds, then you tend to the garden and grow something pretty magical. The Empress energy here has come in at one with the manifestation. And then there's a Fool card. So for some of you, you know, the cards just are what they are. And this is going back to my blah blah. The cards are what they are, right? As in the messages are what they are. And that's why when we resonate, or when we're working with cards ourselves, it's not cut and dry. Like the Death card is like, someone's dying or someone's dead. It's not necessarily like that. There's a lot of metaphor and sort of parable and symbols, right? Like what is it that we're looking at around us other than symbols, right? Images. And that, what did they mean other than the meaning that we're giving them, and or the experience that we're experiencing with them, you know, like. And I feel like for some of you, straight up legit, you are riding high, and you again, it's like the new beginning. The new beginning is a very, very exciting new beginning, you guys. And this is what I mean about you've been intending this. This is something you've been manifesting. When it shows up, it's going to blow your mind, but you know what it is because you know you so. And this would, when the Judgment card is there, it's straight up legit. Like, this is cosmic, this is divine, this is something y'all been waiting for. What a turn this reading took, as far as like holding your pentacles close to your chest, the 4 healing, letting go, getting ready to step forward, knowing that you're manifesting, right? Knowing that you're putting the work in. And then it starts to grow. You it's like I'm hearing you'll start to see the fruits of your labor. And I do know this from just a little bit of astrology that I'm researching. These next few months are mega. I mean, oh Oh my God. Has it been not just the craziest few years anyway? But guess what, you guys? We're not done. I mean, we've got a pretty turbulent few years ahead, but I'm not. That's not for coming from fear. It's coming from like, holla Shazam, my lovers. We've got this. I know it seems totally cray cray, and I know at times we can look around at our common humanity and be like, oh, fuck, right? Because it's like we just be staring at our screens and like, lolly, anywho, blah blah. Mostly have yourself a merry little Christmas and don't forget to buy me a present. It's just, I love you guys. Just stop now. Stop now. I love you. Come in peace.